Garry, we need to talk about your name. Listen, Garry, you know all those baby name sites obsessively tracking the popularity of names? Well, it would seem that the Knoxes, the Zumas, and the Noahs, and the Liams have knocked you off the list. In fact, your name is going extinct. In 2013, just 450 new Garrys were minted in the US, while only 28 squeaked by in England and Wales. Compare that to your heyday in the 50s in the US when your name was the 10th most popular moniker, and in the 60s in the UK when 38,000 of you rolled off the baby assembly line per year. The name Garry even jumped the gender line. Here's the thing, the public is prone to suggestion, and you need another champion, a Garry Cooper, to get into the collective consciousness. Garry the snail from SpongeBob SquarePants can't do it alone. Garry Shandling and Garry Oldman are too flush with success to care. And Gary Powell, the Apple employee who lost the next generation iPhone prototype, isn't doing you any favors. If you doubt the fickle nature of the naming public, consider that this year the names Willow, Valencia, and Juno rose in popularity for girls' names, and Ludwig, Amaro, and Kelvin moved up the chart for boys. The thing they all have in common? Their Instagram filters. Jonah Berger, the author of Contagious: Why Things Catch On, found more examples of our capricious naming habits. Quote, names that begin with K increased 9% after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and names that start with A were 7% more common after Hurricane Andrew in 1992. Not a huge bump, but worth considering. But get this, the same kind of suggestibility works on the person who is named. It's called nominative determinism, and it's the idea that your name can determine your career choices and perhaps even your romantic partners. To illustrate how influential our subconscious is, neuroscientist David Eagleman points to studies in which people named Dennis or Denise are disproportionately likely to become dentists. The point, Gervais, is that you can turn this thing around and get into the subconscious of people using positive associations. After all, the Germanic origin of your name means spear. You aren't just an archaic weapon, you're the symbol of the warrior. You are the embodiment of strength and courage. And if that line of logic doesn't take off, you can always ride the coattails of the renewed popularity of old lady names. The Mabels, the Rubies, the Sadies, and hope for the very same fate. So Garry, while you're out and about this week, make sure to check in daily at now.howstuffworks.com.